Hello everyone, welcome back to another Dark Souls PvP session and another weapons showcase. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the Falchion. The Falchion actually is a very significant weapon in terms of lore. A lot of people think it is actually the key to finding out who Gwyn's firstborn son is. As you can see from the description, it was actually used in World War II, which is a interesting fact considering... But enough of that. I'm not Cool Name Sister, so I don't give a fuck about the lore. Anyways, let's talk about the weapon's moveset. As you can see, it swings extremely slow, and has very, very powerful stabbing attacks and whatnot. Unfortunately, it's so short that hitting someone with these attacks is very, very difficult, making it a pretty shitty weapon. On the other hand, you can also use the Falchion as a shield, and you can parry with it. As you can see here, it also gives you a stamina buff for no reason. I enjoyed this fact because I like to use stamina. You can also use it as a crossbow. The Falchion is a very versatile weapon in that regard. It has many, many functions, and I'm sure there are other things you could do with it, like cast spells and pyromancy. Although the magic adjust probably, I'm not really sure about that one. Anyways, let's get on with this PvP. Because that's what you fuckers came for here anyway. As you can see here, I started recording late, because I am a fucking idiot. That's not even like, it's not even like a, you know, joke. It's just, I'm actually stupid. But, yeah, anyways, as you can see here, the Falchion's moveset is actually completely random and sometimes just changes. Because I'm bad at cheat engine. I mean, video games. But, anyways, as you can see here, I have another competitor coming to fight me. He is using the Smo's hammer, as you can very clearly see. And that is a very, very difficult weapon to counter with the Falchion due to its extreme speed in comparison to the Falchion's extreme unspeed. As you see right here, I tried to pull off a dangly whoop schwapla, which is a special technique that I came up with in PvP. And another player actually seems to have joined the battle as well, making this a gank. I should be ashamed of myself for ganking in the forest, but, you know, I just can't help it. It's so delicious. As you see here, they're trying to do a swing-flying chuchuta, which is a special technique involving two players, and one using Wog and the other using, whatever that spell is. I think it's Soul Spear. I'm not sure. But yes, the Tiddlewink step here that I pull off actually causes me to kill one of the Phantoms, which is great because I was very scared of the magic. I don't like it when people use Dark Beat on me. It's a very powerful spell. But it's okay because I chug Estus like a beast. Delicious. So as you can see here, I continue my battle with the wizard. And we fight, and fight to the death. Which is basically consisting of laggy magic and me rolling a lot. But we continue onwards, and I attempt to backstab him, but unfortunately the Falchion is just too slow. Too slow to do anything of actual use, unfortunately. I begin to regret my choice of weapon, and wish I had picked up a whip instead. Whips have such slow movesets, but they're so fast. It does not matter. As you can see here, I am doing an advanced PvP technique that not many players understand yet. I like to call it wasting people's time. I think the name's a little cryptic. But as you can see, I finally won using the crossbow Falchion. Or the crossbow as a Falchion. The Falchion as a crossbow! And then I gave him a hug. Now we're moving on to another gank. I know, I'm so sorry. I wish I could stop ganking. And as you can see, this man is a time wizard! He is a time wizard! As you will see, his power knows no bounds. Look at that time wizardry! And then, I just don't understand. I'm terrified. So I drink Estus and orange juice, because I'm terrified. The sheer terror in my eyes cannot be even measured with time. And that man rolled up to me and shook his head in scaredness. I don't know what he was doing. Oh! That's what he was doing. As you can see here, I use an advanced PvP technique called Flippant Magnanimity. And it is very good against Wog Spam. Because Wog Spam is a powerful technique that almost always lasts 3 times. It comes in powers of 3, and I do not know what the reason for this is. As you can see here, he tries to use his magical fire magic on me, but does not succeed because the power of the Falchion is in its amazing moveset that just continues to change every once in a while, and I think this time it's a longsword? I'm not really... No, that's a halberd. So I continue my assault with my halberd Falchion thing, And I find out that he's actually trying to use a PvP technique on me called doodle poodling, which means that he is using the NPCs to his advantage, which is a very evil thing to do. Something that I abhor in all forms, and totally never do that ever to anyone. But it does not work, for I defeat him! Hooray! I wanted to give him a hug, but he wasn't huggy enough. So now I must do battle with this new invader, who is for some reason not an invader color. I think he's probably cheating. So I drink some Estus to make it better. I don't know if you guys watch that. Victory! So now, we shall continue our battle with some pretty little princess. It looks like, I can't tell. Probably. Let's just go with that, alright? So we begin our battle, and immediately I find that what he is trying to do is to reverse toggle unescape me. This is an advanced technique where he hits me and I get staggered. It is very difficult to do, and it is actually one of the most common techniques in high-level PvP. As you can see here, he succeeds greatly in reverse toggle unescaping me. But I counter it by hitting him with my sword, which was oh. And I was defeated by a pretty little princess that day, but it was alright. Here's another PvP clip of me invading someone's world, but the Tower of the Falchion actually destroys the target before I even arrive. That is just how good this weapon actually is, and this is why it is such a good weapon that you should all use. This is our last bit of PvP for this video, and as you can see, it's with this guy who has what looks like Havel's Great Shield and a katana of some sort, probably the Murakumo, which is a very good katana in my opinion. As you can see, he uses the amazing technique of R1S Maximus, but it fails to defeat me, for I parry him and then miss the riposte because I'm really good. As you can see here, we end up in a stalemate for a little bit, and we have some fun, you know, just turtling it out. Exciting PvP action in the forest. So eventually I get tired of this shit, and I attempt a magnanimous sunlight angle on him, but unfortunately his ping is not low enough for that to work. And I parry him and he gets wrecked! So that has been my weapon showcase for the Falchion. To recap, some of the pros of this weapon were that it was extremely fast, had great critical damage, and was good against magic users. Some of the cons of the weapon might be that it's kind of slow, it has average critical damage, and it's also not very good at stun locking. But it is very good against backstabbers, that's for sure. So this has been MrsI4got, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time with my next weapon showcase. Advanced PvP techniques. I like to call this toggle unescaping. I think this time it's a longsword. I'm not really. No, that's a halberd. Oh my god.